Today is a day where we're going to take a closer look at data science professional portfolios. The main thing I want to demonstrate today for the data science professional portfolio is how to make a cheat sheet or how to make a quick reference. And a lot of people don't know that cheat sheets and quick references are one of the easiest things to make. They're also, once you've made them, one of the most useful things to make for your own reference, for the reference of other folks. I have an innovation, a new spin on cheat sheets and quick references today that I'll share with you. The spin is, instead of building a quick reference or a cheat sheet that's specific to a tool, build a quick reference or a cheat sheet that's specific to a task. And the one that we're going to do today is building a quick reference or a cheat sheet which is specific to generating fictional data, generating random and fictional data. So before we get to that, I also want to remind folks that this is the daily stream celebrating how to become a data scientist, a guide for established professionals. If we haven't met yet, my name is Adam Ross Nelson, and I'm the author of this book, How to Become a Data Scientist, a Guide for Established Professionals. And by the way, one of the chapters, today's stream, along with yesterday's and then the next 2 days' stream, are inspired by one of the chapters in the book where I spend an entire chapter 7 talking about the distributed portfolio strategy. So if you're interested in data science professional portfolios, this stream is for you, and so is the book. In the giveaway, we're doing a book, 2 books, a 4-week course, a lifetime course on Udemy, and then also private tutoring package that I have. And at least one winner will get these prizes. If you are looking to enter to win this prize, go to coaching.adamrossnelson.com/enter to win. That's coaching.adamrossnelson.com/enter to win. And I have that on the screen now. And you'll find this site that I'm showing here on the screen. And this tells you exactly how to enter into the drawing. You need to share a link to any of these daily streams on any social media, tag me, and then enter your contact information here. You can have one entry per social media platform. So if you were to share this daily stream on Twitter and LinkedIn and Facebook, you could have 3 entries for the drawing. And you would do that by coming on over here, sharing your information. Of course, I need an address for sending the book. I'm doing ebooks for international. And then here, I'm asking for the link to the social media post where you shared. So I can go there and also give it a boost, give it a comment as well. I really appreciate you doing that. This helps me out quite a lot. Plus, it's fun to do the giveaway and the grand prize. We're going to do the grand prize drawing on I believe it's day 25 of the daily stream on July 21st. And here is a calendar which covers the topics for the remaining daily streams. Today, we're doing those quick references. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about portfolios, and I'm going to do a live coding demo on July 8. So you can see these items in the calendar for yourself. So coaching.adamrossnelson.com/enter to win. So shifting gears, let me switch over to Microsoft PowerPoint of all things. My main goal today is to share how easy it is to make a cheat sheet or a quick reference. This is a spin or a new take on cheat sheets and quick references. This particular cheat sheet and quick reference, which I'm tinkering around with here, and I'll show you some more tips in a moment, is a new spin on the topic. Because many cheat sheets and quick references are specific to a given tool, this cheat sheet and quick reference, and one of the ways that you can build a meaningful cheat sheet and quick reference for yourself or for others, and as an entry in your data science professional portfolio, is to build a cheat sheet or quick reference that doesn't focus on a topic. Instead, it'll focus on a task. It'll focus on a task. And in this case, the task that we're focusing on is, let me zoom in, how to make fictional and random data. How to make fictional and random data. So there's a variety of tools. You can do a cheat sheet or a quick reference in PowerPoint is one of my favorites. So you can also use Keynote on your Mac. You can go to Canva. There's just about any program that lets you add text and move it around your document. If you do go with PowerPoint, I've learned the hard way that one of the things you want to do is go into your page setup and make sure you adjust your settings to be 8.5 by 11, because the default settings for page size in Microsoft PowerPoint is not going to be 8.5 by 11. So if you want it to be able to print out nicely, 8.5 by 11 is going to be a good setting for you there. The next thing you'll want to do is PowerPoint typically gives you this generic template slide. And what you'll want to do is choose New Slide and Blank. So you have a completely blank slide to work with, Now that I've done that for demonstration purposes, I'm going to get rid of this spare slide. And you really only need one slide. Some cheat sheets could be multiple pages, but this one's going to be a one-pager. And I'm not completely done with it yet, but here's how you do it. In the upper left-hand corner, typically in big font, you're going to have the name of your cheat sheet. And mine is very simple and straightforward, how to make fictional and random data. And then below that, some sort of subtitle. And so my subtitle is a cheat sheet or a quick reference cheat sheet by Dr. Adam Ross Nelson. And I could also add, while I'm thinking about it here, I could also add my LinkedIn profile here as well. And I don't have that handy. So I'm going to put my web address, www. And if you have a portfolio, adamrossnelson.com. adamrossnelson.com, which redirects you to, in my case, to coaching.adamrossnelson.com. So if you have a professional portfolio website, you could put your website here as well, or your LinkedIn profile, or your Twitter profile, or all of the above. You can also make this clickable. And if you just, typically to make things clickable, you're going to highlight your text and either Control-K or Command-K, and then you put in your web address here. So I could put coaching.adamrossnelson there, but I'll just leave that out for now. The next thing, you start building your section. So this particular cheat sheet's going to have one sample block of code, which generates a very simple data set consisting of 7 observations that is pet data. It uses some Python lists. It uses some NumPy, where we have numpy.random.choice and numpy.random.random integer. And then there's a description, there's documentation of the code here as well. The next example is going to be quite a bit more complex. Let me switch over. I've been tinkering around in a notebook today. I've been tinkering around in this notebook, and I'll put this code over into my cheat sheet. But this is going to be for the more expanded, more complicated version of the cheat sheet. And it's just a short routine which generates a number of observations based on whatever you specify here. Then it instantiates a package called Faker. Fantastic package if you are interested in generating fake data. And then we generate a Python dictionary. And if you don't know, Python dictionaries can go into the pandas data frame method. And if the values in all of your dictionaries are iterables of the same length, the pandas data frame method will convert that to a pandas data frame, where the keys will be the column names, the variable names in your fictional data set. So here I'm creating a random ID for the fictional data. This is fictional data pertaining to stores in a shopping mall, old-fashioned shopping mall. You can tell I'm a little bit older than a lot of the people online today. I do write, by the way, most of the time for mid and late career professionals. So if you're a mid and late career professional, you know what a shopping mall is. We use np.arrange to create just a serial ID. We have np.randomchoice for the type of the store, male clothing, food, female clothing, games, sports, shoes, toys, cafe, restaurant. Then we have random choice to specify which wing is the mall has. This hypothetical mall has two shopping wings, a north and a south. Ownership, we choose between franchise, there's a typo there, local, corporate, or other. Then I generate some fictional sales data. And then I also generate the age of the store in months using random integer. And then here's where we're using Faker to get that fake phone number, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. We're also using list comprehension there as well. And then for some average ratings, I give 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star, and I suppose technically we could also have 0 stars in the rating as well. So I'll add 0 stars. Then we cook up a data frame, and then once we have the data frame, do some cleanup. Let's round the sales data just 2 decimal places. And then also let's create employees. Let's make the number of employees a function of sales, which makes sense. You could imagine a scenario where you have more sales, you would have more employees, or vice versa. There's probably some dual causation there or two-way causation there. And this isn't a statistics lesson. We're just generating some fun fictional data to play around with. And once you're done generating that fictional data, here's what it looks like. We have the ID, the type of the store, the wing, the ownership of the store, the sales, the age of the store, the phone number, the ratings, and the employees. We could also look at making sales a function of the age, perhaps, or maybe even employees a function of the age. We could have a 3-way functional relationship there. And there's a variety of ways you could cook that up here. I think for the cheat sheet, though, it's better to just keep it simple. And once you have your working code, and I do recommend for cheat sheets, build your code in a coding environment where you can test. And then once you have that, bring it on over here into the editor. And here, let me move this out of the way. And then here, I'm going to paste in my code. And it takes up that entire spot. So I'm going to have to move things around a little bit. I'll potentially try and maybe nudge some of these things up. And I'll move this over here. And I'll also, I think what I'll do, one of the things I'll do is I'll show a visual, an excerpt of what this data looks like. We won't be able to show all the observations, but I'll show an excerpt of what that data looks like. So there is a demonstration on how to make fictional data, how to make, more specifically, how to make a cheat sheet that reminds you, or a quick reference that reminds you how to make fictional or random data. So I encourage you to make your own cheat sheets or quick references as a learning opportunity, as a way to help yourself out, as a way to help others out in your actual work and their actual work, but also as an entry in your data science professional portfolio. One more item I want to mention today. Once again, this is a celebration of how to become a data scientist, a guide for established professionals. I'm doing a daily stream. My name is Adam Ross Nelson. I'm the author of the book. We're also doing the daily stream giveaway here. Check out the daily stream giveaway if you want to enter to win. I have the information on how to enter to win on the screen now, coaching.adamrossnelson.com. And I appreciate you being here today with me. I hope you learned something. I hope you had a little bit of fun, and I look forward to seeing you in another stream.